Hey, welcome to Kaspa Daily Pulse. Here's what the Kaspa community's been buzzing about today. So, first up, the macro mood is rough. People spent all day staring at charts of Bitcoin around the mid-90,000 range, talking about an November bloodbath and an 8% drop in total crypto market cap. Folks are quoting Michael Burry, saying valuations are unhinged from fundamentals, and Buffett sitting on about $400 billion in cash, expecting something big to hit the US economy, and using that as the backdrop for why everything feels cooked right now. Zooming in on Kaspa, sentiment is deep in what they literally called the Max Pain era. Chat is full of lines like, "Kaspa is cooked," "Scam coin," "I'm selling everything," and joking targets of 1 cent, or even 0.001. There's fear about losing the last support zone between about 3.8 and 4.3 cents, and people wondering if we're heading for 3 cents next. At the same time, you've still got the diehards saying they'll hold KAS till I die, or joking they're running the Ponzi till absolute zero, while stacking more on the way down. That splits into a big debate about mining and security. With Bitcoin talk down toward 96, 94, even 92,000, some are saying miners have no sense to keep hashing at these levels. And if Kaspa ever sat at 1 cent for months, it would be a huge problem, with miners going full suicide mode. Others push back that bear market mining and cheap hardware can set up the next run. But yeah, people are openly asking, what happens if nobody mines? Amid all that doom, there is real tech chatter. Dev-minded folks pointed out that KIP10 is already implemented, adding new opcodes and enabling borrower-owner style flows on-chain. There's a lively thread about doing stablecoins the Kaspa way, using covenants and future vprogs on layer 1, with 10 transactions per second per block native speed, instead of bridge hopping through an EVM layer. People are confused about who would compute off-chain zero-knowledge proofs, tossing around ideas like proof of useful work, but they're clearly thinking about the long-term architecture. And finally, the eternal Kaspa topic, marketing. One side complains it's all parts and no substance, low views on X, and asks what's happening with the website. A core contributor fires back that GitHub activity is the real substance, that marketing is mostly organic on social, and reminds everyone that a Sompolinsky tweet pulled around 2 million views. They also quietly dropped a nugget. We'll organize a hackathon. You'll want to follow this one. So even in the middle of pain, there are seeds for the next phase being planted. That's it for today's Pulse. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Catch you then.